When people picture celebrity weddings, they often imagine massive venues, designer dresses, and guest lists packed with famous faces. But on September 27, 2024, in the sunny hills of Santa Barbara, Selena Gomez and Blanco took a different approach. Their wedding was full of stars, yet it felt intimate, relaxed, and far from the typical flashy Hollywood affair. One of the most memorable moments of the day was their first dance. Rather than a standard slow, romantic sway, Selena and Benny stunned everyone with a choreographed barefoot routine that had guests on their feet. Among those watching were Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran, who seemed completely mesmerized by the performance. From the moment the music began, it was clear this wouldn't be an ordinary dance. Selena and Benny, beaming with joy, stepped onto a soft carpet and launched into a lively, perfectly timed routine. Their moves drew inspiration from classic dance films like Dirty Dancing and Grease, blending humor, energy, and charm. The crowd couldn't look away as the couple spun, twirled, and laughed together. At one point, Benny even attempted the famous lift from Dirty Dancing, earning cheers and laughter from everyone around. What stood out most wasn't just their skill, but their connection. The way they moved together, carefree and genuine, set the tone for the night. Their focus wasn't on perfection, it was on authenticity. Their wedding celebrated love, joy, and the freedom to be completely themselves. The dance was just one part of what made the day special. Selena and Benny broke many traditional wedding rules, making the event feel heartfelt and personal. They picked a private estate tucked into the hills, surrounded by nature, creating a serene space where their 170 guests could relax and feel truly included. The ceremony itself was deeply emotional. As they exchanged vows, Selena couldn't hold back her tears. When Benny shared his promises, the emotions overflowed, and soon many guests were crying too. One attendee said, "Everyone was in tears. It felt so real." The moment reminded everyone that this was more than just a celebrity event. It was a genuine expression of love between two people, shared in front of family and friends. The night before the wedding, the couple hosted a cozy rehearsal dinner under a tent decorated with fairy lights. Instead of fancy French or Italian food, they chose Thai dishes, a nod to their early days together. When they first started dating, their favorite spot for dinner had been a small Thai restaurant, and including it in their wedding was a sweet tribute to their journey as a couple. Benny played a major role in planning the wedding, personally helping to design and decorate the space. He wanted the venue to reflect their shared sense of style: comfortable, welcoming, and a little quirky. Velvet couches were scattered around for guests to relax and chat, while Persian rugs in deep reds and earthy tones added warmth to the open rooms. Benny's love for barefoot comfort was woven throughout the day. There were no stiff suits or restrictive shoes. By the end of the evening, most guests had kicked off their footwear, fully embracing their relaxed vibe that matched the couple's personalities. The floral arrangements were simple yet elegant, combining reds, whites, and browns to create a natural, grounded feel. Candles flickered on tables and ledges, casting a soft glow over the space. Everything was designed to make guests feel close, connected, and part of the celebration, rather than overwhelmed by opulence. Friends like Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran shared in the intimacy, sitting alongside family and other loved ones, visibly moved by the love around them. Ed mingled with guests, laughing and chatting as if at a casual dinner party, rather than a high-profile event. The night felt less like a public spectacle, and more like a heartfelt gathering of people who truly cared for the couple. Selena and Benny's wedding proved that celebrations don't need to be about glitz or headlines. Their choices, from the barefoot dance to the thoughtful menu, showed that love, joy, and personality matter more than perfection. Every detail reflected their story, inviting friends and family into their private world rather than the public one. For those lucky enough to attend, it wasn't just about witnessing a wedding. It was about feeling the type of love that reminds you why people choose to spend their lives together. That authenticity, more than anything else, made Selena Gomez and Blanco's Santa Barbara wedding unforgettable. The guest list highlighted the couple's deep ties to the entertainment world. Some of the biggest names in music and film were there, but the warmth and intimacy of the event stood out more than the celebrity faces. Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran delivered heartfelt speeches that had everyone laughing and crying. Their words weren't rehearsed for cameras, but came from genuine emotion. Guests like Paris Hilton, Paul Rudd, and Steve Martin joined the fun, mingling with family members in a way that mixed Hollywood glamour with real human connection. Despite all the star power, the focus remained on Selena and Benny. The celebration felt joyful but natural, a welcome break from the rigid formality often seen at celebrity weddings. Guests described the atmosphere as relaxed, free-spirited, and real, highlighting the couple's priority: sharing the day with those they love rather than impressing the world. Selena, known for her effortless style, brought her signature elegance to every outfit. She began the ceremony in a custom Ralph Lauren gown that balanced simplicity with sophistication, highlighting her natural beauty. Later, as the day shifted from emotional to celebratory, She changed into a lighter, more playful dress. The flowing fabric caught the light perfectly, letting her twirl easily on the dance floor and keeping the mood fun and lively. Benny looked sharp in a custom-made suit that matched his understated style, but true to their relaxed vibe. It didn't take long for jackets to come off, ties to loosen, and eventually, most guests, including the couple, to be barefoot again. The formal outfits gave way to laughter, movement, and freedom, perfectly matching the carefree energy that had defined the night from the start. What made Selena and Benny's wedding so unforgettable was how much they made it truly their own. They weren't trying to put on a show, they just wanted to celebrate with the people they cared about. One friend said, "Their energy was contagious. Everyone just wanted to dance." After the incredible first dance, the DJs took over, spinning a mix of nostalgic pop hits, indie favorites, and Latin rhythms that honored Selena's Mexican heritage. The dance floor stayed full all night, with guests laughing, jumping, and swaying together, lost in the music. There was no strict schedule and no formal speeches interrupting the fun. The evening flowed naturally, like an unplanned adventure. Guests moved freely between the dance floor and lounge areas, sharing stories, singing along during spontaneous karaoke, and enjoying late-night snacks prepared for the after-party. Barefoot dancing continued well into the early hours, and nobody seemed in a hurry for it to end. Even the traditional cake-cutting ceremony carried the couple's playful touch. Rather than slicing the multi-tiered cake with knives, Selena and Benny used their hands, feeding each other while laughing and smearing frosting on their fingers. The cake reflected their personalities too, blending classic and modern flavors like vanilla bean, dulce de leche, and matcha. It wasn't made to be admired, it was made to be enjoyed. In a time when many celebrity weddings feel like productions designed for media coverage, Selena and Benny's celebration stood out for its sincerity. It was beautifully planned and visually stunning, but never felt staged. Every detail, and from the food to the decor to the barefoot theme, carried meaning. The Thai food at the rehearsal dinner reminded everyone of their first dates. The relaxed atmosphere reflected Benny's comfort-first mindset. The candlelit spaces echoed Selena's preference for intimacy and warmth. For guests, that barefoot dancing symbolized more than fun. It represented the essence of the wedding. It was about shedding expectations, ignoring appearances, and celebrating love honestly. Dancing without shoes became a statement of freedom, a reminder that joy doesn't need to be polished or perfect to feel real. As the night drew to a close, no one was eager to leave. Guests lingered under the string lights, gathered in small groups, talking and laughing long after the music had faded. The soft Santa Barbara night carried the sounds of conversations and distant giggles. One person called it the most fun I've ever had at a wedding, while another was amazed at how Selena and Benny managed to make such a large, glamorous event feel personal and intimate. Yes, the wedding had its touches of glamour, from famous guests to stunning outfits and elegant design. But none of that overshadowed what mattered most. The real magic was in the bond between the bride and groom, the way they looked at each other and shared their love so openly, making everyone present feel like part of something meaningful. Selena and Benny's wedding will be remembered not for celebrity names or luxury alone, but for its heart. It showed that even in the spotlight, two people can choose simplicity, fun, and authenticity over spectacle. Their celebration proved that love doesn't need to be performed, it just needs to be experienced. As guests slowly left, many paused for one last look at the twinkling lights and the soft music still echoing through the hills. That barefoot first dance, filled with laughter and pure joy, stayed in everyone's minds. A reminder that the best moments happen when you stop worrying about appearances, hold on to someone you love, and simply enjoy the moment. For those who were there, the image of Selena and Benny, smiling, barefoot, and lost in the music and will linger forever. It wasn't just a wedding. It was a celebration of love, freedom, and being true to yourself. Long after the last song faded into the California night, the feeling of pure, unfiltered happiness remained in everyone's hearts. And that's the story of Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's unforgettable wedding. A night full of love, laughter, and moments straight from the heart. They showed that even amidst fame and glamour, real connection always shines brightest. If you enjoyed this video and want more stories like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Tell us in the comments, what was your favorite part of Selena and Benny's wedding? The barefoot dancing, the Thai dinner, or just the pure love between them? Thanks for watching, and see you next time.